And turning to Ukraine, in a major change of U.S. policy and a reversal of his prior position, President Biden is now allowing Ukraine to use a powerful U.S. missile system inside of Russia for the first time. In April, the U.S. sent the Army tactical missile system to Ukraine after Russian forces crossed the border. Well, since August, Ukrainian leaders have been asking for permission to use the supersonic missile system. In September, Russian President Vladimir Putin called it a red line. But now President Biden is giving Ukraine the green light. NewsNation's Elina Shirazi live for us at the White House tonight with how these missiles work and reaction from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky tonight. Elina.
Natasha, good evening. We know that for the first time, President Biden, as you mentioned, did give Ukraine the green light to use American-made long-range missile systems to strike targets inside of Russia. We know this is certainly a bold move for President Biden and could further complicate Russia's war with Ukraine, with the president-elect Trump set to take office in just 64 days from today. We did hear President Biden speak today from Brazil, but he did not address his authorization and use of U.S. missiles by Ukraine in Russia. We know the announcement comes one day after Biden met with the Chinese president at the APEC summit in Peru. President Biden notably ignored a question from the media about how the two nations would address North Korea, including reported troops on the front lines with Russia. But back to the long-range U.S. missile system that Biden approved. We know it's called the Army Tactile Missile System, or ATAC EMS. The U.S. Army says the weapons have a range of up to 190 miles. They are surface-to-surface missiles, meaning they're shot from the ground and can hit GPS-located targets with pinpoint accuracy. We know lawmakers on Capitol Hill are already weighing in. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Mike Turner, a Republican, he praised the move by Biden, posting in part, quote, "Ukraine can't properly defend itself if one hand is tied behind its back." Today's news that the Biden administration is finally allowing Ukraine to use some U.S.-provided attack EMS to strike limited targets within Russian territory is long overdue. Again, Zelensky praising the news, saying in part, quote, "I am deeply grateful to all our partners who support us with air defense systems and missiles. Every time Russia carries out such attacks, it underscores how critical it is that partners don't leave systems like Patriot and others sitting idle in warehouses, but instead provide them to those who know how to protect lives and urgently need them. But strikes are not carried out with words. The missiles will have to speak for themselves." And NewsNation previously reported that the White House also wants to send an additional $9 billion in military aid to Ukraine before President-elect Trump's inauguration on January 20th. We know the United States has already sent more than $64 billion in total of aid to Ukraine since the conflict first started. This Wednesday marks 1,000 days, we know, in this conflict. Natasha.
All right, Elina Shirazi live for us at the White House tonight. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.